upgrade me, bitch.
Hey guys, Forsaken here. This is a subscriber replay. This is Lee JH 2008, and another one from Lee. Lee's part of my clan. He's combat officer, and he's a pretty good player. We played up quite often, and we rage together and get frustrated together, and yeah. Anyway, this is really this is an Arty based battle. 4 Arties on each side. Yeah, it's a bit of a joke really. We've got Lee in the M40-43. We've got an SU-14-2 Russian. We've got a T-92, the American Tier 10, and the FE-207 British Arty. So, yeah, and what have the other side got? They've got M53, M55, a 212A, and 2 M40-43s. So, yeah, both sides 4 Arties. I'm not a big fan of scumbags. I mean, I do play an S51 myself, but I tend to play more counter Arty because, you know, I hate scumbags. So I just do it to ruin their day, basically, more than anything. But yeah, this is an interesting battle, really. Yeah. Now, Lee's team are not very keen to go into the town. Hence, you know, Lee's scanning the church there, but unfortunately, there's no one there. You know, because obviously his team aren't in town yet to spot anything. But this is a kind of a strange battle, really, because there's only 2 heavies on the other side, which is kind of really, you know, they've got the RS7 and the T57 heavy. Okay, they've got the Object 140 and the JPZ 100 and the 11083 and etc, but they're not heavies, you know. So yeah, it is a kind of a strange battle, I guess. Anyway, Lee's, you know, the 2 heavies, 3 heavies kind of head, and they stick to they don't go right into the middle. One does, but yeah, he's the only one. The others all skirt around, you know. They just they don't really get that involved. But the trouble is, there's no one to shoot at. You know, the enemy have not gone into the town. So where can they be? Well, basically they're all camping around their base area and all down that K line, I think. You know, which is a bit. You know, a couple of them have gone up the valley, but not very much. You know, look how far. You know, if you look at the map, look how far that medium is. You know, that's a long way down the I, yeah, H and I lines. Yeah. Anyway, there's not much happening at the moment. It's, you know, this could turn into probably the most boring game of the year. But Lee's putting in some fire. You know, he's getting some good shots in. He does a fair bit of damage in his battle. Actually, it doesn't look like it. You know, he blind fires a few times. He actually, you know, he does get hits. Yeah, you know. He's actually, it doesn't seem like it, but it is actually, he is the highest scoring player on his team in this battle, which is kind of, you know, you wouldn't think so, but you know, he does fairly well. You know, he hits the Panzer 100, they're one of their M53, 55s, the IS7, the 212A, and the E3, and yeah, so. But it's the ending that we're really interested in, really, because, you know, this is an intense game in the end, and this is where we see artillery players actually playing as a team, which is kind of unheard of. I mean, obviously, if you've got artillery in a platoon, different matter, but we've got 4 different artillery players, never played together before, and yeah, you know, unreal. And something happens, which I'm not gonna, you know, spoiler alert, but I'm not gonna say, but something happened that surprised me at the end of this battle, and pretty damn impressive actually. And in my opinion, it probably saves the battle. But anyway, we'll get to that. Yeah. So, you know, Lee's probably getting a little bit frustrated at the moment because, you know, he hasn't got an awful lot to shoot at, nor any of the other artillery players, you know. As you can see by the minimap, again, there's just nothing spotted. And, you know, their heavies have moved round. Lee's team's heavies have moved round, and, you know, they've gone way through the town, and they're out the other side now, beginning to approach the hill up towards the enemy base. And there's still not a lot been spotted. You know, they've got 4 kills, it's 4 all. So, yeah, quite evenly matched, really. So, excuse me, I mean, the scouts are skirting around the lake there, around that south part of the lake, and not really spotting too much. And they've still got, you know, 11 tanks left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So, wow. What can you say apart from, you know, just keep pounding them with the arts, you know, whatever you can spot, just keep pounding them. There's not a lot else you can do, really. I'd probably be, if I was Lee, I'd probably be down right at the bottom of on that K line, scouting for artillery tracers, if it was me. Looking to take out their Arty. I mean, there's not a lot of area down there for 4 Arties, so you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna see the tracers for sure. But yeah, interesting. Anyway, there's a couple of other tanks been spotted now, so, you know, we can see 4, but it's 6 all, and yeah, it's even Stevens so far. So Lee's got a perfect shot on these guys. Takes a shot and it goes way past, which is so frustrating. You know, so frustrating. And, you know, I say, you know, Arty doesn't take skill, and it doesn't really. I mean, it's in the lap of the gods, really. I mean, you know, you can have a perfectly aimed shot and it will go wide, or it won't go far enough, you know, come up short. It's totally RNG. It's point click and hope for the best, really. Sometimes, if you know, you do see skill where, you know, an Arty player will understand where people will camp and take blind shots and hit people. That was an unfortunate one. It hit the dead tank. That would have killed that tank, I think, had he hit him in there in the side, in his weak spot. So, anyway, they're winning 9-8 now. So Lee decides to get a better vantage point, driving east just to see if he can get some leverage on that other side there. Yeah, I know I'd be pulling my hair out right about now. This is you know, it is very frustrating. Unfortunately, I think actually Lee does, yeah, I'm not sure if he takes him out. He does a fair bit of damage, so, yeah. So, nice hit there. Beautiful hit. So, yeah. Anyway, I probably should have moved this on a little bit, you know, sped it up a little bit just to get to the interesting bits. But we're at 8 minutes, nearly 9 minutes, and there's not long to go. So yeah, I mean, artillery battles are not the most interesting, are they really? But it's the build up to the ending. You know, it's this Arty players playing as a cohesive team. It's really quite remarkable. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. You know, most Arty players will just go off and drown themselves, or just drive up against the wall and fire their gun and commit suicide by their own splash damage. You know, just to piss off the enemy team. You know, not to give, you know, and to stop them from having the credits and XP. It's pretty funny, really. Anyway, it's too late now to fast forward it, so we'll stick with it. This is a difficult shot. This guy knows. He knows that he's got, you know, he's got Arty looking at him. And Lee fires just as he disappears. I don't think he does any damage there at all. I think he hit the roof actually. This tier 8 American Arty is not a bad artillery piece. You know, I've not played the tier 9. I've heard that it's the best in the game. So yeah, I'll probably get one to see how good it is, and so I can improve my counter Arty play. I guess, you know, to be a good Arty player, you've got to predict where the tank's going to be, so that you can get your aiming right. So many times I move it slightly and it just loses its focus completely, and you have to re-aim, and by the time you've re-aimed, the tank's moved. It's disappeared and it's gone, and you got no chance. So that's the frustrating part of Arty, you know. I still think they're OP. You know, I mean, my S51 is tier 7 artillery. I've flipping done, you know, 1700 damage in it. It's unbelievable. I can do as much damage in my tier 7 S51 Russian Arty. I can do as much damage as when I'm playing my 183, you know, per shot, you know. It's totally ridiculous. Anyway, the enemy have actually snuck forward and they're winning 10-9, which is kind of interesting. You know, they've got their 4 artilleries left, plus one LTTB, and yeah, the enemy have got 3 arties and that JPZ 100 and now I7 still alive. So the LTTB is doing his best to distract and to spot, but to be honest, there is no contest. He can't really hurt the I7 unless he drives right up his backside and plants some shots into him, but even then they've got to be dead straight into his back, you know. Anyway, Lee and the 2 other arties here, they start to get a bit worried, because obviously there's the Jagdpanzer 100 is you know, sneaking up the lake road there, and so is one of their SPGs, believe it or not. He's come way forward, and anyway, they're getting ready to shotgun. So this is where the teamwork comes in. You see that they've all pulled into a defensive formation. Yeah, it's all arties now. 4 arties against 3 and a JPZ 100. Now you'd think that the enemy team would have this, but they don't. This is a victory for Lee's team. It's a bit of a spoiler alert, but you know, Lee, beautiful shot just here. Boom, you're dead, mate. So 2 arties against the JPZ 100. So 4 arties against 2. Now, that British Arty player, that 2, whatever it is, he's the FV. He shotguns their arties. He comes around the corner. Now the JPZ 100 shoots the arty. So there's Lee and I think it's the T92 shotguns the JPZ 100. Bloody fantastic shot, taking the pressure right off. So they've got one artillery piece to contend with now, and he's sneaking up behind them. So what can they do? This is now this T-92. He could turn there, but he's not. He put himself there so that knowing that the enemy Arty would hit him, giving Lee a clear shot. So fantastic play then by the pair of them, and it saved the battle. So yeah, pretty damn good really. Anyway, on to some post-game stats. Lee hit their T-50, well he didn't actually hit it, he spotted it. He hit the Jagdpanzer, the couple of Artys, the E3, the I-7, did a fair bit of damage. He did 2,664 damage, killed 2 and came highest with XP, so he was top player. So well done, Lee. That was a great result. I mean, it didn't look like that as you were playing, you know, but yeah, well done. And unfortunately, you only made 83 credits, but anyway, it was worth it, wasn't it? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I am not in danger. I am the danger. Goddamn right. I am not in danger. I am the danger.